Good morning. Today is the first day of the Coalition for Nonprofit Housing and Economic Development's annual Community Development Week. I'm Phil Hecht, CNHED Board Chair and CEO of Housing Up. For the past 4 years, Community Development Week has been a vibrant celebration of nonprofit and for-profit affordable housing developers, housing counseling and human service agencies, workforce development providers, small business technical assistance providers and associations, community lenders, community development intermediaries, and government agencies. Together, these groups have made tremendous contributions to the quality of life of under-resourced residents and the economic vitality of our community. Although the community economic development sector has faced unprecedented challenges, CNHED continues to celebrate Community Development Week 2020, virtually this year, focusing on those groups and organizations who have been able to develop solutions and continue to serve in the face of COVID-19. We are not out of the woods yet. COVID-19 still affects the district and our most vulnerable communities disproportionately. There is still a lot of work to be done. But this week, we will pause and uplift how far the community development sector has come as we continue to battle this pandemic. Now I want to introduce CNHED's President and CEO, Steve Glaude, who will share more on what to expect during this year's Community Development Week. Thank you.
Welcome, CNHED members, to Community Development Week 2020. What a 2020 this has been for us as a community of leaders. From the onset of the pandemic, we wondered how our members would fare, how they would survive, how they would continue to serve, how they would continue to touch people. And with great amazement, you all proved that even in these tough times, that the homeless could still be housed, that the addicted could still be treated, that those in need of training could still be trained, and more. You were able to sustain a level of service that I think sends some of the early messages to our city leaders and our residents that not only could DC be resilient, but that DC would in fact reopen and recover. I think in many ways, you were the beacon of light that gave people hope. So for that reason, normally our Community Development Week motto is a community of leaders, but so appropriately this year, we have changed the theme from a community of leaders to a community of resilient leaders. I want to offer you a song that has actually carried me through this moment, and I have imagined that whether you know the song or even have heard it during this season, could relate to it, is Elton John. And it's his song, I'm Still Standing. It's a song that he wrote after he came through recovery. For me, it reflects what you have represented for our city. We miss the groundbreakings and the ribbon cuttings that have characterized Community Development Week. We will miss those, and we will miss our face-to-face and our personal touches. But we are doing some exciting things. We will kick off Community Development Week with Janice Bowdler from JP Chase. She is not only a philanthropic leader, but she is an author about the work. And we will continue through the week with dealing with the subjects that are near and dear to your heart. We will conclude Community Development Week with an amazing panel of philanthropic leaders who are not only your funders and supporters, but have been some of your biggest cheerleaders during these trying times. So again, congratulations, CNHED. We're even more proud to be celebrating you during Community Development Week this year.